is going on, folks? It is KspadeTheProspect. I am back today, bringing you guys a brand new NCAA Football Miami Hurricanes Dynasty video. We are here in the offseason. I got some things I got to take care of in order for us to move into this second season. The first thing I had to do was look at my players that was about to leave, see if I could talk them out of transferring or, declaring for the draft early. I did try to get this one kid back. He kind of shut me down, curved me pretty nice if I don't say so myself. I never even tried to talk Deion Bush back because he went pro in real life, so I'm trying to somewhat keep the roster similar, even though some guys like Artie Burns, who went pro in real life, didn't leave here. Anyway, it is what it is. I can't, that's the kind of stuff I can't control. In team news, you can see some big name guys that we are going after in the offseason. The biggest name, of course, will be the wide receiver. I think his name is Nathan Harris. We've been going after this guy forever. Now, we get to the offseason, we are still basically 1,500 points back from the lead team, which is Clemson, and we got to try to get there. Now, one thing that I like about the offseason, as you can see, you got way more points. You got 13,000 points, but unlike the regular season where you're limited for how many points you could apply to one person, you could, technically, I could put all 13,000 points on Nathan Harris. I really don't know how many points is going to be needed to try to win them, and I like that. I used to play this game with about 3 or 4 of my friends. We used to, use Team Builder and just take over a conference, make new teams in the conference, and this was huge because I don't know if the amount of points that I'm going to allocate to this guy, it could be like 1 point shy or 1 point more. As you can see, man, we advance and we lose Nathan Harris. We also lost the defensive end. I don't understand, I put crazy points on these dudes. I wanted to see just how bad, I don't know, this is self-torture, right? But I wanted to see just how bad, how close I was to actually getting these guys, right? So we go back in, I'm looking at some of these guys. Marques Hoffman was another guy I really felt like we could have got, but I didn't go so hard on him because we went hard to try to get Nathan Harris. So as you can see, I was only 370 points away from getting Nathan Harris, the number 5 wide receiver in the nation. We did not get him. We actually didn't get any of the big name guys I thought we would get. Now, we did good enough to have the number 19 recruiting class in the nation. The number 1 class, Alabama, those guys got 6 5-stars. So the 5 stars was pretty spread out for the most part, which I guess is good because you don't have to worry about one team just being a powerhouse. Clemson also, I had to go find Clemson because this year when we play Clemson, I'm looking for Nathan Harris. I hope he is not red-shirted. I hope he's in the lineup, and we are going to crack him when he comes across the middle. Trust me, we're making bulletin board material about Nathan Harris. The 2 5-star players that we were able to get signed were both athletes, which basically means they're the talented kids, Iron Man in high school. They can play multiple positions, and they give you, you get the power to decide where you want these guys to play, where they'll best benefit your team. Now, of course, you can see their ratings at different positions, so you would just be a fool to put him somewhere crazy. I put one of mine at free safety because I felt like he fit best there. This guy, the 75 overall, he fits best at wide receiver, but I didn't feel like I needed wide receivers there. Like, I kind of got depth at the wide receiver position, and even though he's not blazing fast, he has the speed that I feel like he could be a threat at the QB spot, and he had a decent arm. So after I assign my 2 athletes to their set positions, the next thing we do is go look at training results. Let's see how much better these players return this year than they were last year. I got some pretty good players all around the board. I think Joseph Yearby is going to earn the start this year. It concerns me that they got Gus faster than him, which I'm pretty sure is not the case in real life. Braxton Berrios, a big 6 points overall, a huge, jump up for him. I also had a tight end that was a 6-point gain. So 6 for my team was that number. Anybody that moved 6 points overall in 1 year, that they was considered a stud for us. So I go through and I review all of this. I'm looking to see who is who, what they do good, and at the same time, I'm trying to decide who is time to just cut. Like, some of these guys ain't gonna make it. I go through and look at all my training results. I like it. I like the fact that some of these players can get faster too. Because like in Madden, whatever their speed is, their speed's never going up. Like later in their career, the speed is gonna go down, once they start regressing. But these guys can actually get faster. I paid attention to all of that stuff. After I was satisfied with the training results from my players, then we got to a very important part of the offseason. It's not easy, it's not fun, but it is time to cut players. I got to get my roster size down to 70. I've got 78 people, y'all. Somebody's got to go. Now, unfortunately, sometimes if you're doing this right, some of these guys that get cut are upperclassmen. If you're a junior for me and you're not good enough to start, I might as well cut you, bro. Because you know what? Chances are I got some underclassmen that is coming and they gonna be that dude. Like, let's look at Gray right here. Gray is a junior. He's 88 speed, which isn't bad. But I mean, chances are, like, let's look at Walton, who's a redshirt freshman. Next year, Walton is gonna be even better. So, like, Gray had to go. I'm sorry, Gray. Hopefully there's some other universities out there that'll pick you up and give you an opportunity, bro. Don't take it personal. Like, this dude here, you a senior, bro. So you ain't finna take Tucker's spot. I mean, I don't really need a backup there. He's got to go. So, like I said, man, this is never easy. And I'm just one of those kind of corny guys that I don't really like cutting upperclassmen. I hate that. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We want to get better. And at the same time, you're looking at the young guys who got an opportunity to get even better with training results and all that. Who knows what these guys can be? So, like, O'Donnell right here. You're a red shirt senior and I got two guys on the depth chart better than you. You have to go get your things, bro. I hope you actually been paying attention in class. You gonna need that education. I don't think you're going pro. You ain't going pro. Ain't no pro for you. So, man, we start doing the cut process. I'm cutting down the roster size. I gotta make my 70. At the same time, I may cut more because, hey, you got a certain amount of scholarships you can give out, and your roster spot, anybody on your roster has a scholarship. So, I mean, hey, who knows? Somebody might got to go. So, I got cornerbacks on deck. The first thing I'm looking at here is speed. And I know he can get faster. He can. But you're talking about an 84 speed cornerback. Like, it's absolutely nobody he can guard out here. You can't guard anybody. So, we're down at 70. Technically, I'm done. I'm still looking, though, because I'm that guy. That's kind of what I do. This guy right here just came in, too. This is a recruit that just got here. So he's probably going to make the cut. I was looking at that 83 speed thinking, I don't know now. Safety don't have to be that fast, but 83? I got some backers out there faster than 83. You go ahead and get your stuff and get out of here. We actually cut our roster down to 69 spots. There we go. So we are done with this phase of the offseason. We're getting closer to time to kick it off, man, and see what we look like this next year. I'm pretty sure we got some preseason All-Americans. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to see how many of those guys we got. We go to the next stage, man, and they're going to set up our schedule. I went through and I tried to get us a game with Florida. I promised somebody in the comment section I would renew the rivalry. And for some odd reason, I couldn't make it work. Like, whenever we had a week that I could tweak, it was like Florida had a conference game and they couldn't tweak it. So, or if we both had a week that we could tweak, I don't know. It just worked out where I couldn't get Florida on the schedule. So I guess they get a pass this year. Next year, I'm back on their ass like back pockets, though. You can believe that. You can believe that. And they beat us last year. I definitely want that rematch. As we are advancing to the custom conference schedules and all the other good stuff, the players are being cut. Also, you're going to get to a phase where they generate your recruits, okay? And they always ask you, do you want to create a recruit? Now, if you guys remember last year, I created a guy named Jarvis Williams. This guy was created for a reason. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Now, this year, I went through and I created Ray Lewis Jr. Now, I know Ray Lewis has a real son. I didn't create that guy. I created Ray Lewis Jr. He is the next great backer. But I wanted to make him kind of like Ray. When Ray got to this thing, man, like, they wasn't saying Ray was it coming out of high school. He was kind of under the radar. He wasn't trash, but he wasn't like this. He wasn't like the top backer in the nation or nothing like that. So I created this other guy the same way. He's not that fast. He'll be all right, though. I feel like he's going to be that guy. We get right here. I'm ready to advance to the next season, man. I think this is all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I got a gameplay coming up. I'm going to give you guys a spoiler alert. Man, I throw too many picks, bruh. Y'all got to help me, man. Like, I keep transitioning back from Madden to over here, and it plays so differently. The passes that I know would be money in Madden, them shits is getting picked off over here on NCAA. I am struggling to play both games. I get right, though. I get right. Anyway, folks, that is all I got for today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, show some love, man. Bang that like button for me. Hit stick that guy, matter of fact. If you new here, you enjoyed this or any of the other series that I got on my channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Become a member of the Wolfpack. That's what I call my supporters, bruh. They really the best supporters on the tube. They hold me down, and I want you to be one too. But I'm out the next time, folks. Peace.